Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So this is kind of like a bonus episode, I guess, of my Going Dope series. I just wanted to make this video because today is July 23rd, and we just found out yesterday that Run Disney has officially made Wine and Dine weekend for 2020 go virtual, and I am so sad about it. I know, especially like people that were signed up for it. I'm sad and I wasn't even signed up. I was just going to cheer you guys on that we're going to be running it. But you know, I know everybody's disappointed. I know everybody's super confused right now, and I just see like question after question after question, you know, being posted and like circulating around the internet, and I figured it might be a little bit helpful for anybody that might stumble upon this video if I answered a few of those questions, just from having done like the research, reading the emails, reading like the advisories from Run Disney, like contacting, you know, different cast members. And I figured it might just be a little bit helpful to kind of clear the air on a few of those like top priority questions. So that's what we're gonna do. Little bonus episode sprinkled in here. First of all, I do want to say I am so incredibly sorry to anybody that was signed up for the 5K, the 10K, the half, or the challenge. Believe me, I know how hard it is to have your race essentially, you know, canceled. I know 2020 has just been like one thing after another, and how many races have gotten canceled so far? I mean, believe me, when Star Wars got canceled, I'm pretty sure I cried. So I completely 100% understand. I know that Disney is kind of trying to rectify it a little bit, kind of making it go virtual, and I feel like we all kind of knew this was going to happen since Track Shack, who organizes some of the race things, you know, in partnership with Run Disney, just announced that they're doing a bunch of virtual races upcoming. So I kind of feel like we all knew, like deep down, this was gonna happen. So let's get right into answering a few of these questions right now. Alright, so today is July 23rd. If you were signed up for any of the races, 5K, 10K, half marathon, or the challenge, you're going to be getting an email. In that email, it'll give you the option to take the full refund or to do the race or races virtually. Each one of those races is going to come in separately. So for example, you'll get one email referencing the 5K, you'll get one email referencing, say, the challenge, for example. If you wanted to just run like the half marathon, you could say that you want to do that one virtually and then actually take the refund for the 5K. So that's one thing to consider. Another thing to consider is you only have until August 5th to respond to Run Disney about this. If you don't respond by August 5th, then Disney is just going to automatically give you that refund. If you do decide that you're going to do any of the races virtually, you will get a gift card from Disney. The like price breakdown is if you were signed up for the 5K and you do it virtually, you get $10 back. If you were signed up for the 10K, you get $30 back on a gift card. If you were signed up for the half marathon, you get $90 for the gift card, and if you were doing the challenge, $100. If you look at that, I mean, that breaks down to be a pretty expensive virtual race if you ask me. However, I mean, you will be getting your medals and your shirts still. I don't know, I just have a feeling that also Disney's going to sprinkle in some kind of pixie dust in there, especially considering how expensive you would be paying for a, you know, virtual race at that point. You'll also be getting your printouts of like the mile markers included in that. So yeah, I mean, up to you completely. I know when Star Wars got canceled, we technically did not have the option to run virtually. However, we still went out and we ran our mileage. So it's up to you. I will say the themes came out, and the themes are really cool. The challenge theme is Nightmare Before Christmas, so that is awesome. We have the Evil Queen for, I want to say the half, Ursula for the full, or full, full, Ursula for the 10K, and Kronk and Esma for the 5K. So I mean, they are really cool medals, like they're really cool themes. I really hope that they do another villains run in the future to make up for it, but at this point we don't really know what they're gonna do. If you had purchased any commemorative items, you know, like the pin or anything like that, you'll just automatically be getting a refund. They're not doing any of that virtually. If you were signed up for Cheer Squad, you're automatically going to get a refund. If you had purchased the Wine and Dine after party ticket, you will automatically be getting a refund. It's not going to just convert into like a park ticket. It will just be an automatic refund. Also, they are only shipping virtual options to people within the United States. So if you're in Canada, if you're in the UK, if you're anywhere outside of the United States, you will just have to take the refund. Really unfortunate that Disney is doing that. If you've ever done any of the like virtual series before, you know it takes a long time for that stuff to get shipped to you anyway. So I mean, I couldn't even imagine like how long international shipping would take for that stuff. So if you do virtual, just something to consider. I mean, I know some people that had signed up for the like summer series virtual races are just now getting, you know, some of their bling. Okay, so let's say that you did choose to receive the refund. When can you expect that money back? Disney is saying it's going to be about 6 to 8 weeks, you know, after you choose that option. And I would say don't even, if you mark today on the 23rd that you want the refund, honestly, I wouldn't even start counting that 6 to 8 weeks until their August 5th mark that they have set. Just because, you know, trying to coordinate that many people getting a refund, I do think it's going to take Disney a hot minute. Another thing to keep in mind, especially if you are taking the refund, if you paid for your initial race registration with a card that you no longer have, or a bank account you no longer have, or something like that, you will need to email Run Disney, because they are going to just send you a check or send you the full refund back in a Disney gift card. So you'll need to email them, don't call them, honestly. And when you call like Run Disney, half the time you're just talking to like a cast member that's also trying to kind of like navigate the website and stuff like that. Always super helpful, super pleasant, but I feel like it's a lot of different information every single time, and I'm sure they're being like bombarded by phone calls and all that stuff right now. So if you have an email, you know, you do have a record that you did email, and you know, you can kind of follow that paper trail. So what about runners that are perfect for Wine and Dine, meaning they've done it every year? Run Disney has said that if you have perfect status, whether you choose to do the virtual run or not, you'll still be considered perfect, but you do have to sign up for the 2021 Wine and Dine weekend. So I'm sure that next year, like, registration is probably going to be absolutely mad for Wine and Dine 2021. I also saw that a lot of charities are able to kind of defer people that have already fundraised for them to 2021 Wine and Dine weekend. Disney will not do a deferral for you. Disney does not do deferrals. It's nice that they're actually doing this refund, because technically they don't have to. I mean, we all signed that contract that nobody ever reads that says, you know, things can happen. You're not guaranteed to run this race. They are refunding. That's nice. You know, they did the virtual option. That's nice, but they are not going to do a deferral for you. The charities, however, they all act as like separate entities. And because of that, they all kind of have like their own different requirements. I know, like, for Star Wars, you know, we had been signed up to fundraise for them and run Star Wars weekend. It got canceled. I actually just got an email and they asked me if I wanted to do Star Wars 2021. So there's different options. I know some of the other charities have kind of lowered the fundraising requirements. there are charities that are saying, like I said, that they'll do a deferral for you and you're kind of guaranteed your spot in 2021. So it's just different based on each charity. I would wait maybe another day or two, and if you still haven't heard anything from whatever charity you're partnered up with, I would definitely email whoever your contact is with them to try to get your answer, because like I said, every charity is different. You know, they all kind of make up their own things. Same with like travel agents. I don't know if a travel agent would necessarily be able to guarantee you a deferral or not. So if you do have a travel agent that you book this through, I would definitely contact them 100%. Or they're working just as hard too to kind of get all the information related to their, customers also. Some good news though in relation to like charity, things like that, all of the donations that have already been made to the food bank, Run Disney still guarantees that the food bank will get those donations. So that's, a nice thing just in and of itself. Kids races, kids will still receive the bling if they do it. But if you choose to run virtually for the kids races, you will not get any sort of refund for that. If you are signed up and you haven't received any emails from Run Disney at all, check your spam folder. If you still haven't after that, like I said, I would definitely recommend emailing opposed to calling. When you call anything like that, like the wait times are just astronomical, especially right now. So just keep in mind, when you are talking to anybody, that these are just like crazy times for everyone, the cast members, us, like cast members are disappointed too, this is, all of the races are always such a big thing to bring like the whole Run Disney family together. But I do think that Disney, went into this with the safest option that they could have done. Like I said, when Star Wars got canceled, we didn't even have the option to technically do like a virtual run. So the fact that they have kind of extended, more work on their part to be able to send out things like the medals and the shirts, and just take all of the questions and emails and calls that they're going to be getting upon coming to this decision. I do think it shows that like they're also sad about it, but they're just doing what's best for everybody. I mean, when we go and do these races, like we can't just think of ourselves like one runner. Like there's so many thousands of runners out there. We have to take all of their health into account, their family's health into account. Everybody that you're gonna high five along the way for like a power up when you're running, like every volunteer that's giving you Gatorade along the way, we have to take their health and safety into consideration. All of the character stuff along the way, and bands and DJs and everybody involved, all the cast members that are in the parks that early to make sure everything is running, literally, pun totally intended, smoothly. All the medics, everybody from Advent Health, like we have to consider all of those people in addition. I know that Disney said that as of right now, they still are planning on marathon weekend happening according to plan. And believe me, I am crossing my fingers, my toes, everything I can cross, I am crossing that happens. But we'll just kind of have to see where we are in the world at that point. Think about how many medical people you need for just one race by itself. Just like a 5K, think of how many medical people you need, for the whole weekend for any of these races. That's a big chunk of medical staff, and right now their attention is on things that are more impending, more crucial than the races that we're running. If you trained for this and you're so disappointed, I totally understand. I am so sorry. I'm so proud of you for training and doing all the work that you've done so far. I'm going to say the same thing now that I have said on my Instagram. Keep running, keep training, keep positive. Eventually everything's going to get back to normal. And when we all get to, get that finish line feeling again for the first time in forever, it's going to just feel so stinking good. Hopefully this was helpful. I know this was like super short and super random, but like I said, I know there's been so many questions floating out there, so if you had them, hopefully you stumbled across this and it helped to answer just a few of them for you. like I said, I'm just really hoping we all get back to some sense of normalcy soon. If you chose the virtual option, wow, congratulations. I know you're gonna kill it, you know, just I'll be thinking about you when you're running your virtual races. You know, I was gonna be there going crazy cheering, so I'm gonna still be doing that, but it might just be me liking your picture on Instagram and saying good job. And if you took the refund, girl, save that cash money, because we got more races coming up. You're gonna need that Disney gift card to sign up for your next couple races, or your beer at the finish line after, you know, the races come back. So, like I said, I know this is hard times. We just gotta keep staying positive. We just gotta keep moving forward. And I will catch up with you guys later this week. I did my first 45-minute run this morning. I know for the rest of the week we have one more 45-minute run and a 5.5-mile run. If you want to see how training is going, or if you want to help keep me motivated, especially now that I'm getting this nervous, that it might not happen, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you are taking the refund, or if you're doing the virtual race, I'm so incredibly proud of you. Leave a comment what you have planned, what you're doing, how are you feeling about all of this. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Bye.